But when it comes to, the next thing I'm teaching Olivia, y'all have seen this here where you do a little finger there like that. Olivia, she's in training. And she is convinced that my finger really pulls off. She has got that thing convinced. She says, Daddy, do mine. Now, not everybody can roll their tongue, but with the right training and instruction, everybody can do this. People will tell you, well, some people are just wired to see life differently. I don't care. If you're born again, not every born again person lives happy, but every born again person can. And I want to offer to you the promise of God, the hope tonight, that regardless of whether or not you currently have developed happiness, I want to offer to you tonight the comfort to know that you can have it because you're born of God and the genetic heavenly DNA in your spirit contains joy. The Bible calls it joy overflowing. Unspeakable joy. So if you say, Pastor, I've been going around through my life, I hadn't been happy. I've been saved 12 years, I hadn't been happy. Listen, I'm not talking tongue rolling. I'm talking you can learn it. Go to Acts 26. Now, this is a powerful scripture. And it's Paul on his day of his defense. He's on trial, and he wants to make defense for himself. And I. Is that right? Did the levee break?
No,
okay,
no. Microphone.
Microphone. Okay. Had this been an actual birth, a grandmother in the back would have screamed. All right, here we go. Acts 26, verse 1. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, You are permitted to speak for yourself. And Paul stretched forth his hand and answered for himself. Watch verse 2. I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I answer for myself this day. What he was literally saying was, I'm happy about this. But watch the power of these words. I think myself happy. Happiness can exist independent of circumstance. One of the great martyrs talks about, in the book written about him, that they could take his family, his property, and even his life, but they couldn't take his smile from him. And there are too many children living in the streets whose joy in life is kicking a can around. They have nothing, but they walk in tremendous joy. And here we are driving $40,000 cars and have to medicate ourselves to try to find reason to get something out of life. That's backwards thinking. There's a website, some of my staff may know where it is, where you enter your salary and it tells you where you rank in the world financially. And I think if you enter $25,000 as your annual income, you are in the top 1/10 of 1% of income earners on planet Earth. The worst day in the United States, poverty-wise, is equal to the best day in most countries on the face of the earth. Now here's the problem with that. Look at Luke chapter 12. Now, this is a powerful statement that I want you to get. Luke chapter 12, verse 13. And one of the company said unto him, Master, speak to my brother that he divide the inheritance with me. Tell him to give me my money. And verse 14 says, man, Jesus was so cool the way he talked to people. Remember his mama said they ran out of wine and he said, woman, what have I to do with you? And he says, man, tell my brother to give me my money. Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you? Watch verse 15 now. Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consists not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. Now here's a powerful thought. I heard this from C.S. Lewis. There was a thought concerning the day, and I believe that day has come, in which we would replace the virtues necessary for a full life with technique, or what we call technology. You know, time was, if you wanted fulfillment before there was television, you had to do something productive. Plant something, grow something, build something, read something, help somebody, work someplace. If you wanted to go to bed feeling good at night, you had to do something productive. But technology allows us to live vicariously so that we don't cook. We watch people cook. We don't redecorate our house. We watch people redecorate. We don't get made over. We don't lose. We watch people work out. Oh, you got to see this. You got to see this. It'll be over in a minute. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. This lady's lost 100 pounds in 6 weeks. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's Dr. Phil. He's serious. And then you wonder why many times Americans rate themselves as among the most unhappy people in the world. Because there used to be a time where if you wanted to feel good about yourself, you had to produce something. You had to bear some sort of fruit. You know, even between Connie and I as children, and many of you, and Olivia, the whole game has changed. When I was growing up, it was outside. I had to be begged to come in. I had to be threatened with my life to be inside. And when I came in and ate dinner, I just wanted one more hour. And as long as I stayed by the house, what are you doing? We're building a skateboard ramp. We're playing hide and seek. We're going down to the creek. And not only because of technology, but also because of the fools that exist in the world. You just can't let your children ride up to a store now